Hey guys, this is my fourth Python tutorial video, and this video is going to be covering how to make a calculator app within a few minutes. So, the calculator app is going to be able to do basic mathematical operations at the same time. However, we are not able to do graphing on the x or y axes. We are not able to do sine, cosine, or tangent. So this won't be that much of use to high schoolers, but it will show you just about the limits of basic mathematical operations in this program. So, now before I can teach you how to make a calculator, I have to first teach you a few things. And the first thing is the print. Oh, sorry, I can't capitalize that. So print str or string a. So that's what we have to do. That's the string function. Now, if we can set a equal to 5, and we do F5, it will return 5 in the text. However, the problem is that what you're thinking now is that why can't you just print a? Why is the str needed? I'm going to teach you right now. Because if you do str 2 times a, you will get 10. As just referenced when the command line appeared. So, oh yeah, so that's pretty much the str function. Now, by the way, if you want to make your own calculator, you know how you have to input all of the numbers into the calculator before you can actually calculate the stuff rather than using predetermined values? Well, that's going to be the case with the input function. And the thing is, you know how in my first video I actually mentioned that in my Python tutorial that the input function can be used to input any value that you want. So, let's give it a try. Okay, but I did press spacebar, so let me run that again. So 12. Now what went wrong here? It just printed 1212. Now, there are going to be issues if you don't use this function to help correct that mistake. That's called the integer or int function. That means the input function can only accept the values from it can only accept integer values. So let's try 1, 2. See, it's pretty much that simple. So it's gonna be really simple because we're pretty much doubling the number. Now, you know how you can do, we're still using a predetermined value here. However, because we're using the predetermined value, it's not a real calculator app. So, let me just make a new variable called b. Now, of course, it's going to be using the same int input function in order to accept the integer values. We save that, we run that. So, let's see what happens. 12, and we do 56. 672 is our answer, because the string function is returning the product of b and a together. So that is pretty much how we're going to structure a calculator, with the string and the input functions. No, int input functions. So, now let's start our calculator app. So what we're going to do is, we're going to make ourselves a little title. Calculator. Now, you notice that I used a hashtag. Haha, hashtag. Well, the hashtag simply denotes a comment. And when you comment a text out, it means that when the computer sees the hashtag, it will ignore the entire line. So the line will not be taken into account. Because if you just put calculator, you'll get another traceback error or a syntax error saying that you don't, like, it can't do it because it will think that calculator is a predefined command, and you didn't define calculator in the command section. So, before we can delve all into that, what I just described, let me just show you let me just explain the hashtag in the next video. So let's get on with the calculator app. So we do a equals int input. Do not forget the parentheses. So how will we know which number is which? So we can put text in the input box, as mentioned in the first video. We can say enter the first number. So what does this mean? It just tells you that you're gonna have to put a certain number into the text, no, into the input box, and yeah, when you put the number in, it will then forward you to the next thing, and that says enter the second number. Oh yeah, don't forget the parentheses, or else you will get a traceback error. So you enter the second number. Now, Python is going to save the numbers into A and B respectively. But how are we going to make a calculator? Well, it's pretty simple. We can use print string string A plus B. Now, this is getting familiar, isn't it? Now, what does this mean? So, it's returning the value that's taken by the sum of A and B. In this case, it's going to be the difference of A and B. So, what I'm doing here, I'm putting in the basic mathematical operations as before. So, that is pretty much a basic mathematical operation video, because my last video was just simply an introduction to the calculator app in the first place. So, we get A plus B, A minus B, A times B, A divided by B, and last but not least, we're going to get the exponent. So that's A double asterisk B. Now, I already know what you're thinking. Why can't we just use this thing? This, upper symbol, this up arrow. I don't know the terminology, but whatever. So if you use that, Python will not recognize it. So you have to use two asterisks instead. So you get print string of A to the power of B. Now we will save this program and we will run it. Enter the first number, 12. Enter the second number, 4. Okay, so now we get our answers, but the calculator app obviously didn't. Oh wait, let me check if I've saved this in the first place. So we run that, 12, 4. Okay, so we get our answers. However, the problem is that we don't know whether any of these answers just make sense. Like, it just looks like a bunch of random numbers floating there in the command line. So, I'm going to show you something that's going to shock you. You can do print the sum of A and B is, and what you can do here is when you add the plus symbol, it's going to pretty much interpret the text as in, it's going to print the sum of A and B is plus, and then it's going to compute A plus B, then it's going to return that text to the command line. So, the difference of A and B is... Now, to make it look neat, I'm going to add this little space here. Otherwise, it will look like, it doesn't make that much of sense, and it doesn't look nice at all. So the product of A and B is, the thing is, you want the program to contain, you want it to be like legible, readable, all of that stuff. So the quotient of A and B is, string. Oh yeah, I have to add the plus and the space. Do not forget the space. So let's just keep it at as the exponent. The exponent is, because I really can't think of anything on the top of my head to show, like, this term, like difference product. So yeah, when we save this, we'll do F5, run, enter the first number. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna just put like 37, and then we enter the second number, 32. No, let's just go with like 80 no, 88. Oh, great. I'm really derping out now. Okay. So, what have we got here? So, now we're going to get the sum of A and B is 125, because the first number is 37 and the second number is 88. So 37 plus 88 is 125. 37 minus 88 is negative 81. 37 times 88 is 3,256. Then the quotient of A and B. Okay, let's just not delve into that right now, because it's going to be a repeating decimal. So Python will round to the millions, billions, trillions, quadrillions. It's going to round you to the 100 quadrillionth place. So you're going to pretty much be on track. It's going to be really accurate. So then you're going to do the exponent is, okay, that is too big of a number for me to read, so we'll just leave it at that. And there you have it. Our calculator app is complete. Thank you guys for watching, and have a good day.